and that's the thing about him. He produced the producer.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
He produced the producer, and that song "Hate It or Love It."
Yeah.
That was produced by Cool and Dre, right?
Right.
Does all of they do all of the Fat Joe stuff back in the days, right? So they produced that record for Game and 50 Cent, but out of their own mouth, they like, yo, we produced that beat and we presented it, but what you hearing, it's not the beat we produced, it's what Dre did. And it's funny, he didn't take the credit. Dre didn't take credit for production on that one record. He let them keep the credit, but they were like, yo, he mixed the hell out of that so crazy, and he added in this stuff to it that what y'all heard is not what we originally produced.
Wow.
And that's why that record came out so amazing. So it's like he produced the producer, and or he enhanced what they and you know, like now 27 years later, I'm producer. That's the vibe. I got beats that I didn't make. I didn't start the beat, but the producers know what they now hearing is because my little touch behind it, how I'm mixing it, and you know what I'm saying, little elements that I'll take in post and make it come out. Cause now I understand that, right? Cause sometimes you can understand the producer's vision, but you see their limitation was that they don't know how to make this sound.
That's right.
They know how to put the recipe together, but they don't know how to make it sound.
Right.
And part of producing a record is how you make it sound. It's not just the putting together part. Right.
That's a fact.
So, and nowadays, cats be like, yo, man, oh man, you need to make some new beats. I'm like, I make a lot of beats. I just didn't put them together. Because a lot of the stuff that I'm mixing, best believe they sound how they sound because how I'm making a production that somebody else creates sound. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the production. You have to make that creation sound a certain way. You know what I'm saying? From the rough mix to I've done records that I mixed in my house that were mixed on SSLs. The SSL supposed to make it sound great, but because of who did it, it ain't sound as good as what I've done in my bedroom.
Got you.
So that's the ear part that you're referring to, how Dre was putting these things together. And that's an important piece, man. And that's why even the cats that's around me now that's starting to produce, I'm like, yo, I'm going to let you get your creative juices out there, but you're going to understand that the sound of what you're doing is going to be the most important part of it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that was beautiful, man. I was listening to DJ Quick, speaking of West Coast again, DJ Quick just put something new out there. And as soon as I heard it, I'm like, I know Quick mixed this.
You can tell.
It just sounds so good. I know Quick mixed this. You know what I'm saying? It just sounded so pure, and I'm like, Quick did his thing on this. I didn't try to figure out whether he produced it or not. I just know he mixed it. That's why it sound how it sound. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's it. Each thing has its own element to it. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, you could produce a beat, you could make a beat, right? Like you have beat makers, you have producers, right? Yeah. But then you have people that mix and engineer it, and that's a whole nother art to it, right? It takes a certain type of attention to detail sonically to be able to do that. And like you said, once you put your little splash and your touch and knowing how to work with certain effects and sounds and what have you, you make that you take that to a level that the producer, if he doesn't have that strength or that's not his forte, someone like yourself would come in and
that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that mama's cooking and all that. That's it to it, man. Salute, man. That's what it is. But so we just had to get that in there, man, because like I said, man, West Coast music always, been love for me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's still Queens for me, man. Like, just come on, Queens got a sound, believe it or not. But but believe it or not, a lot of people will associate Dre to be my influence and all that because I really looked up to his production early on. Right. But one of the cats that I really, really, really studied, like just his drums, was Havoc. Havoc was one of the people that I watched from, I ain't say nothing. Yeah. I just listen and watch. And I was like, oh yeah, this dude's nasty, man. Yeah. Havoc, come on, you can't Queens. I'm like, this dude is nasty, man. How he flipping does. So, and I got in a lab with him back in the day. When I first started producing, me and Littles took me in soundtrack in the cities. I'm in the city to meet them while they were working on one of the projects, and I got in there. I'm listening, and it's like I'm like, I wish I sat in there just to at least, be that fly on the wall to see what it's doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What he was doing, a little something. But it was like, just the vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? Hella creative dude, man. It's like, those are the kind of producers that's always been my kind of influence, so to speak, without a lot of people to understand. It's not just a Dre thing, man. It's a lot of people, man, from even Barry White, and man, their production was like amazing stuff for me. All that stuff had a lot to do with how I really, really brought my beat together, man. Cats like Quick, Daz, but Easy Mo B was one of my greatest influences. Cats don't even understand that. And he didn't even do a lot of beats. Easy Mo B. You know what I'm saying? So,
it's what he got off that was notable.
Yes, sir.